Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline for Pixie Dust PhD. If you watched my month 5 creator update, you're probably familiar with the fact that I said I don't really envision I'll ever be able to do a haul on YouTube. This is simply because I tend not to buy that much stuff. Actually, I've been trying hard to reduce my consumerism over the years. So I'm not subscribed to any subscription boxes, and for the most part, I try not to order anything unless I actually very much need it. This means that a lot of the wonderful, super cute, very fun Disney merchandise just never makes it into my home. However, it was recently my birthday and my partner did gift me with a few items. So in today's video, we'll be going over my Disney-related birthday presents from my partner. I don't think this is enough things to consist of a haul, but hopefully you have fun going through this mini haul with me. Before we get into my actual presents, I actually did buy something Disney-related for myself recently because I genuinely needed it. Embarrassingly enough, I managed to break my hairbrush, so I needed a new hairbrush. I was browsing Ulta online and I found this very cute Disney Frozen 2 Elsa hairbrush. This is a Detangler brush by the brand Wet Brush. And best of all, it was on sale and it was only about $7.50. It features this very cute sketch design of Elsa followed by a little snowflake at the bottom. Here's a close-up of the brush. You can see really nice sketch of Elsa. Some really pretty detailing on the handle. And yeah, it's just a normal brush, and the brand is Wet Brush. Get a little more of that snowflake on the front here. I have thin, relatively straight hair, so I don't need a particularly fancy brush to get the job done. And really, what better way to start my morning every day when I'm brushing my hair than with the best hair inspiration from Elsa herself. This is what I mean when I say I try not to purchase things unless I need them. I actually did need a hairbrush, and so this was a great opportunity for me to introduce a little bit of Disney joy into my everyday life. Let's move on to those gifts that I didn't necessarily need, but I am so glad that I have. Because these were birthday gifts, my partner did unwrap them from the packaging that they received from the Disney store and then rewrapped them for me, so I can't actually do a literal unboxing. I'm not sure exactly what the original packaging looked like, but my partner did save a really nice piece of Disney tissue paper that came with it. So you can see the Disney logo and then a variety of characters. We definitely have Genie, here's the castle, this has to be Cinderella, I'm fairly certain this is Pinocchio. I think this is Jasmine, but I'm not entirely sure. Here we have Baymax, which I love because Baymax does not get enough support or recognition or love. Again, a really cute Mickey hat. Minnie, Pluto, Piglet, Peter Pan, Woody. Oh look, it's Elsa. Every time I look at this, I find something new. There's so many good fun things to find in this tissue paper, and I definitely am going to save this for a long time. First is this Disney Sketch Cosmetic case by Dooney Bourke. Disney Sketch is the pattern name, and you can see it has a variety of Disney icons. Here's a close-up of the cosmetic case. So it is leather. We have Cinderella's shoe, some fireworks. Here's a little bit of the castle. This says Walt Disney World and Disneyland. There's a little bit of Mickey. You can see a little bit of Tinkerbell. And if we turn it around to the back, you can see Tinkerbell much more fully. Here we have a beautiful little Mickey ears hat and the start of some Mickey balloons. And then it's just one big pouch. So no pockets or anything. And yeah, we just zip it closed. So this is a small leather pouch apparently intended for cosmetics. I don't keep a pouch of cosmetics in my purse or in my work desk or anything like that. If I'm wearing makeup that day, I put it on in the morning and it just is what it is throughout the day. I don't bother touching it up. So I'm trying to think of creative uses for this pouch. I do, of course, travel with makeup and I could use this when I'm traveling, but I want to use it on more of an everyday basis rather than only the rare occasions when I am traveling. One thing I've thought of is that I currently have a small pouch in my work bag where I always store my work badge, my ID, as well as my iPod, some headphones, and a lip gloss. So I think this would be a good size for that. I also think it could be perhaps the fanciest pencil case of all time. This cosmetic case for me is kind of a unique size. I do have things much smaller as well as things probably twice this size, so it is a nice middle ground for me. Let me know in the comments down below how you would use this, especially if it's not for makeup. Whenever I feel safe traveling again, if I start vlogging my travels, I do think this would be a great size to put in extra batteries, extra SD cards, and I could probably even store my small camera in here. So we'll see, but I'm super excited to have it and figure out how to work it into my everyday life to be useful. And the last Disney-related birthday present I got was this Disney Sketch, again, the same pattern, nylon crossbody bag, again from Dooney Bourke. So because this is a bit bigger, we get a lot more of the pattern. Now we can see Dumbo, more Mickey balloons, Goofy's hat, a little Mad teacup from the ride, so cute. You can see Chip and Dale are covered a little bit by the Dooney symbol here. The Cheshire Cat, a Mickey premium ice cream bar, which I'm so thrilled with the placement of this. It's large and in charge. Donald's hat, Mickey, and if we turn it over to the back, you can see Chip and Dale in their full glory. This cute music note, a little mini bow, and again, the Cinderella shoe, and this Walt Disney World and Disneyland banner that I showed you before on the Cosmetic case. Here's a close-up of the nylon crossbody. So this one is nylon instead of leather, which is really nice for everyday use in my opinion. A fun part of the Dooney Bourke purses in the Disney lines tends to be the pattern placement. I don't think that I won the lottery necessarily in the front pattern placement. I am pretty bummed that Chip is totally covered by the logo, and I do wish I had a full castle, especially on the front. But overall, I do like the pattern placement. I really love the Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bar that's really large and in charge and up front. You get Mickey's head, you get a teacup, and I love that ride. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it in general. Especially considering this was an online order and it wasn't something that we went in person and picked out. I really feel like I lucked out and it could have been a lot worse. So, and if we look at the back, here's the detail. I love these balloons. I just love this sketch motif in general. I think it's so fun. There's our Chip. So cute. And then the keychain, this little heart that says Dooney Bourke, and it's pink. The crossbody strap is black. It has this tan stitching. It's fairly thin and it is all leather. And then the zipper matches. It's unzipped now, so you can see the inside. We have one zippered pocket, so you can zip that shut. And then just this large pocket, presumably for your phone. And it's large enough to fit, a giant iPhone 10. And yes, of course, your clip for your keys. So enough organization for me to keep things separate, but nothing too crazy. Let's actually see what we can fit inside of this purse, since it is a little bit small. So the most important things to me are my wallet and phone. So here, this is a mid-size wallet. You can see it's much smaller than this purse. It's not big enough to hold a full checkbook, but it is bigger than those smaller, like almost business-size cards wallets where you'd only be carrying a few cards. If I was in the parks, I would definitely use a smaller wallet than this, and that fits nicely. I have an iPhone SE, so it is pretty small, so I'm not worried about this fitting at all. Certainly in this giant pocket, you can see how much more room there is for a much larger phone. So easy and done. I tend to keep whatever sunglasses I'm wearing in a soft case. So this is maybe a little bit big for this purse, especially when it already has my wallet in it. So yeah, fitting it sideways seems like that might be quite a challenge. So yeah, I don't think this would work. But if we took our sunglasses out of the case, you can see they would definitely fit, not a problem. Probably slot them in here with my phone. I tend to carry my phone in my hand or my pocket anyway. So yeah, that's not bad. And then I always have some smaller items on me. I pretty much always have an extra scrunchie on hand. Obviously this will fit just fine. I always have some sort of lip gloss or chapstick or something, so I'm not worried about this. I usually will put this in the zipper pocket so it doesn't get lost. So yeah, that easily fits there. And lastly, I typically carry an external battery with me. This is just an Anchor, like lipstick type external battery. And then I always have a phone cord to go with it. And yeah, room to spare. You could for sure fit some more stuff in here. I think it just matters how wide it is. Small pack of tissues, depending on if it's allergy season or not. This is also something I would normally bring to the parks with me. My phone doesn't really want to stay in the slot because it's so small compared to how big the slot is. And I think with my sunglasses in there too, it's a little annoyed, but oh well. And then keys, of course, which I don't tend to actually hook them up to the little hook that Dooney Bourke provides. But you totally could. So yep, everything fits pretty nicely. I would say it's a little bit of a bummer that my soft sunglasses case won't fit in there, but otherwise that's not bad at all. I just love the fun spirit of this purse and the fact that it is white based. The background is all white, but there are so many of these pops of wonderful color that I think it will go with nearly every outfit. I can certainly see myself wearing this with something fairly dressy as well as with a pretty dressed down outfit. So for me, this is a really great small crossbody size. And I prefer crossbody bags in order to keep my hands free. And certainly if I was going to the parks and wanted to bring this bag and was using my much smaller vacation wallet, I definitely feel like I could fit everything that I needed. I hope you enjoyed this little mini Disney haul. If so, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thanks so much to all the returning viewers and subscribers. I really appreciate your support. And if you do subscribe, be sure to ring the bell to get notifications for whenever I post new videos. If you want to chat about anything Disney related, leave a comment down below, or you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at PixieDustPhD. What Disney related items do you have on your birthday wish list? I was honestly really surprised to have received these, and I'm so happy about them. I hope the rest of your day is splendid, and we will see you next time at PixieDustPhD.